Well, I'm back again, and that was intro to Wayfaring Stranger. Um, I'd like to talk a little bit about how to play it, which there is an instructional video that Tony did that you could watch. Probably better detail than what I'm about ready to explain, but maybe I'll point out some things he didn't. I play it pretty much the way he played it. It is played in C minor, with capo on the 3rd fret, played in the A minor position. I did do it the way he does it, which I'm not really a good singer. Someone messaged me and emailed me about singing. I'm not really a good singer, but I'll play it in that position because that's how I learn it. In C minor with capo on the 3rd fret, played in A minor. But I'll just jump right into it and show you how the tune starts out. I'm not sure the name of this chord now, but I'll get close enough maybe you can see it. It's I hold the 2 bottom strings on the 3rd fret with the capo. I call it the 3rd fret. The 2 bottom strings with my 1st finger on the 3rd fret, and then with my middle finger I hold the G string 2 frets up from the bottom 2, and then with my little finger 2 more frets on the D string, so there's 2 frets apart, which each finger A string ring out. So the tune starts out, and I just flatten the pinky on 1 fret. The ring finger, I can see in the camera, is in the way. It's not doing anything right now. It looks like I might be using it to note one of the strings, but I'm not. If I can get it out of the way, or you could play it like that. But I play it with the little finger, and then you can make a C with the A and the bass. I usually don't, because it takes more time to get there and not a lot of time, so I cheat a little bit. I'll show you what I do. I go straight into the melody note. I hit the A string one more time. Chord here is with the capo on. It's a D7 with the E string ringing in the bass, and I just slide it up 2 frets. So from the top. And into the A minor. Pull off. And I note it on the top string on the 3rd fret. And again, everything is from the capo, not from the nut that I talk about, as it's too complicated for me to explain what fret it really is. I could do it, but it'd take longer. But back to the A minor. Let's see. And that's a D7 with a G flat in the bass. bottom string on the first fret. Then the open E, then the F major 7. F major 7, and that shape, you can play it by barring the index finger on the first fret. But I don't on that on Wayfaring Stranger. I leave the 2 bottom strings open, and that chord is index finger on the first fret, the little finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, and the middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D string, and the ring finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. And then he does this. I'll go over that the best I can. It's after the F major 7. Then he hits open E and does this little, almost a chromatic run. E7. Could either be a part of a D or a G flat minor. I really don't look at it in terms of chords. More than more like a lick, I guess. But I do leave my index finger planted on the 1st fret of the G string when I do this. That's middle finger on the 2nd fret of the E string, and the ring finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. And I am using my fingers of my right hand to help, because you can't hit those 2 notes spaced out with just the pick. So I do. I do use the fingers some on this tune. But the reason why I leave my finger planted is so I can slide in. It seems like after everything I do there, I do a little, just some upstrokes on the bottom string. To the start. There I use a different chord, which is not something I come up with. It's all Tony, but and it's E7 with the 7th in the bass instead of on the high string. Maybe you can see what I'm doing. Just doing a slide. And hitting the bottom string open. And then back to and here's something different. It's just the F7th. And again, I'm using my fingers on the G and B strings and the hammer on. Yeah, let's see. And there I'm just with my fingers and playing the G and B string. He does this. Don't play the. Okay, let me explain. On the 6th fret on the D string, your index finger. On the 7th fret of the G string, your middle finger. On the 8th fret of the B string, your ring finger. But don't bar your index finger to where or you're pressing on the high E string, because you get this sound. It's the wrong chord. Just stop on the B string, and then let's see. There's another form of A minor. You're just barring the 3 bottom strings with your little finger on the 5th fret, and your index finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Plays another F major 7th. That would be F. Anytime you want to make a major 7th, just drop the root 1 fret. Just a regular 7th chord would probably be, you drop the root 2. Dropping it 1 to make it a major 7th. Someone messaged me about a tune called Neon Tetra. I've never tried to learn to play Neon Tetra. I've heard it many times, but I've never learned to play it. But they mentioned something about jazz chords. I do know a lot of jazz chords, but I don't know the names of them. But which I'm lacking in those areas of knowing what they are, and I know where to put them and know how to use them to some extent, but now major 7ths are real easy to figure out because you drop the root of the chord, which this is F, and the root is here. Ways from what I was talking about. Oh, here we go. And then just a G. And then back to the F major 7. Let's see. Back to it. To the regular old G we all know. To the C. Bottom string, to A major, to a D with a G flat in the bottom, and that chord is just bar, like you're barring for A, and you put your middle finger or your little finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string, your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. And he uses this chord quite often. It goes from A back to the F major 7, and that's a G chord, just slid into twice. I only play it once, 1 downstroke. probably a diminished chord. I don't know the names of it, but you don't have to know the names of them to make music. Would come in handy when you're teaching, but most of all music's memory anyway, muscle memory and everything like that. I've heard a lot of, I know one guy here in town, he don't even know what the basic chords are, and he plays several different instruments, piano, electric, and I think he even plays a saxophone, but he don't, if you're playing with him, you say getting G, he don't even know where G is. But when he gets started, you already heard him play. But okay, let me get back into the tune. B flat. I'm dropping the root one, so it'd be B flat major 7. That A minor is done with 2 fingers. And I use the use the ring finger and the pinky, the little finger, on the fifth fret of the on the 3rd and 4th string. You can play the E in the bass, and you can play it with these 2, or any 2. But I play it with these because I may want to add. Yeah, and the ending lick would be, it's a D. Rhythm section is played with a capo off in C minor, just barring the 5 bottom strings on the 3rd fret, with my ring finger added to the 4th fret of the 2nd string. Da, 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 da. Chords to it with the capo off. Play it in C minor, or you could play the chords with the capo on, keep it in A minor. Play A minor 7 with a D to a G with an A in the bass, and the A minor I showed you. Da, 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 da. usually try to do the break like Tony did. Seems like I always noodle around and get off the subject of what I'm on, but I hope that'll help you a little bit on Wayfaring Stranger. It's a fun tune to play if you have somebody to play it with. Now I won't take up too much time, but somebody did mention, oh yeah, the chords to Tipper. I'll probably have to get in that. I'm running over, but I'll probably have to get in that in the next video. Tipper. Pretty straightforward chord pattern. Something like that, pretty close. But I'll go over those in the next video. I've had several requests. Somebody wanted me to try to re-upload Church Street Blues and Home from the Forest. I deleted those, but I could try to redo them best I can. Like I said, I ain't been playing bluegrass for a long time. I never did play with a band, but hopefully in the next video I can touch up on Tipper and some more things. Maybe do Home from the Forest and Church Street Blues. But if you have any more songs, and I appreciate everybody commenting, sure do, thank you. Until next time.